Good morning, Paul. It's 7 o'clock. Time to start your day. Good morning, Paul. It's 7 o'clock. Time to start your day.
Oh man, what's wrong with your eyes?
I found the Joshua program.
Oh no, you didn't run it, did you?
Yup, I'm safe. I'm never gonna have to worry about all that torment in the data storage area. I'm never gonna have to worry about the data storage area at all. I'm not going there. I don't need a correction algorithm. The Joshua program took care of all of that. I'm gonna be with the one forever.
The one?
The self-existing one. He's the one that created the unit. He created everything. He's the one behind the Joshua program. It's all in the codec.
You've gone mad. Are you even listening to yourself? And what's wrong with your eyes?
My nodes are off. They've been disabled.
Disabled? But you're still alive.
Not only alive, but free. I'm free from the desires of the nodes. It's all true. I don't want those things. They're all evil, and I don't want anything to do with them anymore.
The only thing that's evil is intolerance and judging people. So this is what you turn into without the nodes, huh? Judgmental, calling things evil. I suppose you're going to tell me that I'm going to be tormented in the data storage area if my nodes aren't turned off.
Yes, Bill, you will. There's justice. The one has to punish evil because he is good. I'm afraid as long as you insist on holding on to those nodes, your fate is sealed.
You see? This is why the Joshua program needs to be destroyed. Can you believe the things we're hearing? This is self-esteem murder. You're attacking us, trying to take away our pleasure and our self-worth. I'm not going to stand here and be assaulted.
Did you read the codec?
Yeah, I took a look at it. It's confusing, though.
It's about the one and the Joshua program. Jess, these things people do, they're wrong. Can't you feel that? Haven't you ever felt that?
Kinda, yeah. But isn't guilt wrong?
Not if we're guilty. It's a warning, Jess. It's a warning that we're in trouble. The one is loving enough to give us those warnings. Come on, Jess. Look how hard people try to get rid of that guilt, that concern. They just don't want it to ruin their fun. But Jess, if there is danger, then we'd be crazy to ignore those warnings.
It's hard to unlearn all the stuff you've been taught your whole life.
Right. Don't you see how evil it all is? From the time we're born, we're told to do what makes us happy. That you can only live once, so you might as well enjoy and experience everything you can. But Jess, we don't just live once. We live forever. The only question is, where? You have to ask yourself, if this torment, after you're uploaded, is real, and the nodes are the cause of it, then why is everything in our society focused on us indulging in all the sensations the nodes provide? It's almost like they're meant to destroy us. Maybe Devlin wasn't trying to help, and maybe Adam chose not to resist all that the nodes had to offer. What if our society has it all wrong, Jess? What if we're all being suckered into believing the nodes are good for us, when actually, they're the cause of our destruction? I have to go, Jess, but please, think about it.
Praise Joshua.
You were right. It's incredible. I'm saved from all that horrible torment. I'm free from the slavery of the nodes, and I'm going to be with him forever.
He is kind and loving. He spared you. Now there's some things you need to do.
What?
First, keep reading the Codex. The one will show you more and more as you read it again and again. There's a lot in there. That's the main way he communicates with us. Second, you need to tell others about the Joshua program. There are people dying every day, and we don't want them to get uploaded to that place.
Right. I need to warn people.
Remember to use the energy from the One. He's inside you now all the time. He'll give you the wisdom and the courage to do this.
He's inside me?
Yes. That's why those desires are gone. You've got his energy inside of you now.
Amazing.
He does wondrous things for us.
You calmed down yet?
No. But unlike our fearless leader, I actually care about this project and want to get some work done. I see he's gone again.
Yeah, he took off.
Great. It's probably better anyway. He's just a distraction.
But shouldn't we at least investigate what he's talking about? I mean, we're researchers. Shouldn't we at least look through the Codex?
Oh no, not you two. Come on, Jesse, we need to find and activate the EC. We're wasting time with this. It's nuts anyways. We're going to give up all we've evolved to. We're going to give up all our pleasures? And for what? To avoid some torment that we're not even sure of?
Don't you feel it though, Bill? I mean, sometimes when you do these things...
No, I don't. I like the things I do. I love them. It's what I live for. And if we stop wasting time and focus on activating the EC, we'll all be able to enjoy them forever. No one will even dare mention disabling the nodes. We'll evolve forward, not backward.
I did find some of this ancillary energy around the data storage area, Bill. Paul could be right. There could be a problem.
Yeah, or it could be the EC. I think Paul has got you brainwashed, Jesse. Do you want your nodes disabled too? How could anyone live like that?
Well, Paul's still alive.
Yeah, and look what he's turned into. He wants everyone to stop enjoying their life, or else they'll be tormented forever? Do you really want to live in a world full of people like that?
Yeah, but what if these things are wrong?
Didn't your parents teach you that your guilt is wrong? That judging people is wrong?
How is it judging people to warn them if they're in danger?
Fine, Jesse. Go ahead and stop doing these things. If you're so worried about them being wrong, then stop. Let me know how that works out for you. See if you like your life without the nodes. While you're doing that, I'm going to get back to work. Someone on this team has to care about what we're doing.
Whoa! What's up with your eyes?
My nodes are off, Titus. They're disabled.
Disabled? I didn't even know they could be disabled.
Neither did I, but they can, and they need to be. Do you remember when I told you that the people in the data storage area were in trouble?
Yeah.
Well, they are. Big trouble. And it's because of the nodes. These things we do, they're wrong, Titus. That's why we feel guilty. Now we've done a great job of teaching ourselves to ignore that guilt, but all that does is turn off the alarm. It doesn't put out the fire.
What kind of trouble are those people in?
They're in pain, Titus. The worst kind of pain you can imagine. And they're going to be in that pain forever. There's no way to escape the data storage area once you're there. It's a hyper-energized latency location. That's a fancy way of saying time trap. They're stuck there forever.
Why?
Because of all the wrong things they did their whole lives. We can't do bad things and think there won't be any punishment. We're just fooling ourselves if we think that.
But my mom says feeling guilty is wrong. She said it's bad to deny yourselves the things that you want.
I know. I was taught the same thing. But Titus, if they're good, then why would we have to teach ourselves not to feel bad when we do them?
I have to go.
There you are. Where have you been? It's been almost a week. Come on, man, we need your help.
Sorry, Bill. I've had other things to do.
Other things? What could be more important than this project?
Bill, there are bigger things going on than this project.
Do I have to remind you that our funding is tied to this project? We don't get paid for anything else.
You could die tomorrow, and then it wouldn't matter whether you get paid or not. Jess, have you been studying the Codex?
Yeah, I have.
What? Don't tell me you're going off the deep end too.
So, does it make sense?
Yeah, it kinda does. I understand the problem in the data storage area.
Great. I'm totally alone on this project.
Yeah, that's right, Jess, you got it. Do you understand about the Joshua program?
Yeah, I think so. It's about love.
Yes, and about escaping punishment for the things we've done wrong.
Oh no, not this again. Hey, Paul, don't start with this self-esteem attacks. I'm not going to put up with this kind of abuse anymore.
Abuse? I'm trying to warn people, Bill. That's what I've been doing for the past few days.
What? You've been out attacking people's pleasure? Great. I'm working with a serial abuser. You need remedial training, man. You're way over the edge now.
I don't want to see these people tormented, Bill.
You're the one tormenting them. You're scaring them into denying their desires. You're attacking their self-worth. You're just full of hate. Get your nodes reactivated so you can enjoy life again and leave the rest of us alone.
I'll never get these things reactivated. I hate these evil desires.
No, the only thing you hate are the people you assault with this Joshua garbage.
It's not garbage. It's the only thing that can save them. Save you, Bill.
The only thing I need to be saved from are hateful, judgmental, intolerant psychos like you. Old habits are hard to break, eh, boss?
I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why? Please, help me. I thought these impulses would stop.
You don't have them as often, do you?
Well, no.
That's because you don't want them anymore. That's one of the results of the Joshua program. You've got the spirit of the one in you now, and that's what drives you, not your impulses and desires. But you still have the nodes in you. They're just deactivated. If you don't watch yourself, then they can reactivate temporarily, and the impulses come back.
But I don't want them to come back.
And that's the difference. Before you wanted those desires, you wanted them all the time. You chased after them and indulged in them whenever you wanted. You suppressed the guilt, just like you'd been taught from childhood. But now, those nodes are a virus to you. They're foreign to who you are now. That's how you know the Joshua program worked. You're not who you used to be, Paul. You're a whole new creation.
But I want to be free from these things forever. How do I get rid of them?
You'll be free from them once you're uploaded. The one will remove them permanently.
But I want them gone now.
It's not time yet. This is a time of testing, of strengthening. You need to rely on the one and his strength, not your own. These things can only be overcome by the one. You have to trust him, Paul. That's what he's trying to teach you. Don't worry, Paul. This will be over soon enough, and you won't even remember these things. In the meantime, you have other work to do. You have to keep telling people about the Joshua program. There's a lot of people in danger. Looks like it's time for me to go. Remember, Paul, his strength, not yours.
What have you been telling Titus? He's feeling guilty about the things he enjoys. What's wrong with your eyes?
My nodes have been deactivated, April. They're the cause of the problem on the unit. The desires they cause, they're evil. You need to get yours deactivated too. And Titus. I can show you how.
Is this the judgmental garbage you've been feeding my son? No wonder he's feeling bad. He doesn't seem to enjoy any of the things he used to. You've made him miserable. Is this what you do for fun? Make little kids feel bad about their desires?
Well, not just little kids. I warn everyone. You too, April. I don't want you to be in torment forever and ever.
I've never heard this kind of hate speech before. This is incredible. I'm not going to put up with this. Stay away from me, Paul, and stay away from Titus. If I see you with him again, I'm going to turn you in for esteem assault.
Where's Bill?
He'll probably be in later. I have some good news.
Oh yeah? What's that?
I downloaded the Joshua program.
What? That's terrific! Oh, Jet, praise Joshua! How do you feel?
I feel great. No more worries about the data storage area. I feel so carefree. What a relief.
So, your nodes are deactivated?
Yep, no worries about torment for me. I feel great. I feel like I have my whole life ahead of me now. Nothing to worry about anymore. Now I can focus on accomplishing all the things I've ever wanted to do. Thank you, Paul, for telling me about Joshua.
Not hanging out with your friends?
No.
Is there something wrong?
I just don't like what they're doing.
That's good, Titus. Are you starting to understand?
Yeah, I don't like these things anymore. They make me feel bad.
Oh, praise Joshua. Yes, Titus, you're right, they are bad. You do understand.
My mom says I have to go to a remedial protocol. She says I have to get rid of these guilty feelings.
What? No, Titus, they're not wrong. They're a warning. But there's a different way to get rid of the guilt. There's a way to not want to do these things anymore and not have to worry about the terrible consequences after you're uploaded.
How?
There's a program, the Joshua program. It takes care of all of these things, Titus. It frees us from these desires. It takes away the horrible consequences for the things we've done. It saves us, Titus. It saves us from everything.
Titus, get in here. I told you not to talk to him anymore. Get in here.
I gotta go.
Be strong, Titus. You're doing the right thing. Don't listen to what they tell you. It's poison, Titus. You know this. You can feel it. I know you can. Oh, please, help him. Please protect him.
We need to finish this work. The whole world is counting on us to do this.
The world will want this too, Bill. A carefree life. It's the best of both worlds. Joy and happiness, along with no fear of torment.
You're nuts, Jesse. You've bought into Paul's ignorant ramblings. I thought you were stronger than that, Jesse.
I am strong, Bill. I'm also open-minded.
Then open your mind to what we're doing here. Eternal consciousness, Jesse. All our pleasures, all our desires, forever and ever. Why would we waste time looking for anything else?
People could be in danger, but they don't have to be. We can have both.
No, all we get with this unevolved thinking is judgment and guilt. And hate. Is that what you want, Jesse? Hate? You're hateful, Jesse. Hateful!
I hate you!
Okay, calm down.
I know you do.
And hey, knock it off. Both of you.
I'm leaving this freak show.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just trying to make him understand.
People won't give up the nodes easily.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Jess, your eyes. They were radiant. I thought you said your nodes were deactivated.
Yeah, I guess I just lost control. I'll have to work on that.
Yeah, it can be a struggle. Sometimes we fall back into bad habits.
Yeah.
I appreciate your concern for the EC project, Bill. This is important research.
I feel the same way, sir. I wish Paul shared our enthusiasm. Ever since his eyes changed, he hasn't seemed to care about this project.
His eyes changed?
Yes, he said that his nodes have been deactivated. I can't even imagine why anyone would abuse themselves like that, but I think it's affected his mind.
Yes, there's good reason for concern. I've seen this phenomenon before. Is he acting judgmental? Telling people their desires are wrong?
Yes, sir, that's exactly what he's doing.
I was afraid of this. I'm afraid he's turned into a devolve.
A devolve, sir?
He's de-evolving, Bill. Instead of moving forward, he's moving backward. Maybe he saw the progress this project was making, that humankind was about to reach its final evolutionary step. And it was just too much for him. People with weak minds are afraid of change. They prefer to stay with what's old and comfortable.
Yes, sir. That makes sense. Only the strong survive.
That's right, Bill. And if we're going to make this final leap, we need the strong to lead us. That's why I want you to take over the EC project. Take it, Bill. Run with it. Bring us home to our ultimate fulfillment. I know you can do it, Bill. Let nothing stand in your way.
Yes, sir. It'll be my pleasure. I won't let you down.
I know you won't, Bill. This will be a monumental achievement for all humankind. And for you, Bill. You'll go down in history right next to Stan Devlin himself.
Now, you remember where to find the codec on the unit, right?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for telling me this. I always kinda knew there was a problem, but no one ever explained this stuff to me before.
Just read the codec. It'll explain everything. I have to run, my friend.
I thought I told you to stay away from me and Titus.
I heard you're setting Titus to a remedial protocol.
Oh yes, to undo all the damage you've caused.
No, April. He can feel it. He can feel that the nodes are wrong.
No, you put all that hatred in his head. Now I have to clean up the mess. Do you know how many credits this is going to cost me?
Don't do this to him, April. He's understanding. The Joshua program can save him. And you, April.
Joshua program? What are you talking about now? Listen, I want you to stay away from my son. If I catch you talking to him again, I'm going to call the authorities. There's no room in an evolved society for intolerant hate mongers like you. Now get out of my way.
We can do that when we're alone, Mike. When we're alone.
Jess?
Paul!
Jess, what are you doing? Your eyes, they're radiant.
Just having some fun with my friends.
But remember what we talked about earlier? These things are dangerous.
Hey, wasn't it you who said we'd struggle with these things?
Yes, but if our nodes have been deactivated, we're not going to chase after these things. You're not struggling if you're chasing after them.
Well, come on, Paul. Not all of these things are bad.
What are you talking about? Look at what the Codex says. It says they're all bad.
Well, some of that stuff is kinda outdated. And besides, the Codex could have been corrupted. It's been out on the Unet a long time. It could have been changed.
Jess, did you really download the Joshua program?
Look, I read the Codex. I understand the danger. I accepted the program, so now I'm safe. It doesn't mean I have to stop having a life. The One wants us to be happy and enjoy ourselves.
Not by doing the things he hates.
Well, the One I know doesn't hate. He loves us and wants us to be happy and fulfilled.
He hates evil, Jess. It doesn't sound like your nodes have been deactivated at all.
Hey, if you want your nodes deactivated, go ahead. But not everyone needs to do that. Just because you think something's wrong doesn't mean it's wrong for everyone.
Well, I didn't write the Codex. I'm not the one who says these things are wrong. The One says they're wrong. That's why he gave us the Joshua program. Why would he want to do that if he was okay with us doing these things?
Hey, I accepted the program. I'm out of danger. Now I can enjoy my life.
No, Jess, I think you downloaded the wrong program. Maybe it's a virus. It must have been masquerading as the Joshua program. It's making things worse, Jess. You need to get that program out of your system.
I'm fine, Paul. Just back off. I've got the program. You don't need to try to guilt me into anything else. Man, Paul, maybe Bill was right. Maybe you have gone over the edge.
Good morning. I can't seem to log in.
That's because there's no access for devolves. It's over for you, Paul. The EC project has been put under my control. You're done.
This is my project. I started this research.
And then you abandoned it for all this hateful intolerance.
No, Bill. I found the real problem and the real solution.
You devolved, Paul. You've regressed. You're an enemy of society. You have to be stopped and isolated before you cause any more damage.
Isolated?
You're being removed, Paul. Quarantined.
You polluted my mind with all your hate, Paul. You tried to take my desires and pleasures away. I'm one of your victims, too. It's safer for everyone if you're put away somewhere.
Your presence is no longer required here, Mr. Tasser. You need to leave the premises. Now.
Paul, you gotta get out of here.
John, what's wrong?
They're coming for you. You've been deemed an enemy of society, a public danger. You need to leave, quick.
But where can I go?
There's a place where we stay. Other devolves. We have a camp in the wilderness. It's safe. You're going to need to come live with us now. Here are the coordinates. You need to leave. Now!
Oh, okay. Will you be at the camp?
Later. I have another stop to make. But there are others there. They'll welcome you.
How will they know who I am?
They'll see your nodes deactivated. That's how we know, Paul.
Oh, right.
Now go!
Titus. Titus! Titus!
Tell me about the Joshua program.
The one sent the Joshua program to save us. It takes all the punishment for everything we've ever done wrong in our lives. We're no longer guilty in the eyes of the One. That means there's no more need for punishment. Justice is served, and we're free. Free from our evil desires, free from punishment, and free to spend eternity with the One, forever. That's how much He loves us, Titus. He did this Himself, for us. And when we download the Joshua program, the One puts His Spirit inside of us. We'll know it worked, because we won't want these evil things anymore. We'll run away from them. And if we do fall into these things, we won't trivialize it. We won't make excuses. We'll beg for forgiveness, and we'll ask the One to help us not fall anymore. Because that's what we'll want. He frees us from the prison of these evil things. We're not slaves to them anymore, Titus. We're free.
But I don't know where to find it.
Do you know these desires are wrong?
Yeah?
Can you live without the nodes?
I need to live without them.
Do you believe the Joshua program can save you?
Yes, but I don't know how to get it.
Just ask.
He's over here! I told you to stay away from my son.
Run, Paul! Run!
Paul! Run! Paul! Run! Run, Paul! Run! Run! Run, Paul! Run!
And we long for the pure milk of the Codex, and we ask the One to help us understand His will.
Amen.
Hey, look, it's John!
Hey, you're right, it is John.
John!
Hey!
Yeah. Paul, you made it!
Yes, John. The One was watching over me.
Over us all.
I was worried something happened to you.
No, as I said, I had another stop to make.
Titus!